High school in Florida, given everything that they've been through and how that community's come together. Now time for giving thanks and how they've all pulled together.
Yeah, I mean, this is the moment. I mean, everyone here is looking forward to it. You wake up Thanksgiving morning ready to eat, and there's no better primer than sit down and watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. All right, now here is Al Roker with a look at what's ahead this morning.
This morning on the third hour of Today, Steve Kornacki's back with the big board to preview all the Thanksgiving football matchups. Plus, the sweet story of how a dad and his sons started helping neighborhoods in need of firewood. And the stars of Ladies of the 80s, A Diva's Christmas in Studio 1A. All that and more coming up this morning on the third hour of Today.
Best way to spend your pre-Thanksgiving morning. Thanks for watching. I'm Francis Rivera.
And I'm Philip Mena. Have a great Wednesday.
Save big at Jewelry Barn. Black Friday one-day sale 10 to 6.
I was sitting at a red light, and a truck came up behind me and didn't see me until he hit me. And somebody said, call Flora. She really took care of business. I wasn't running back and forth to the office or anything. All I had to do was call. I was very happy with the settlement. It was more than fair. It was like I was restored. I felt restored.
Foods you might make your edible underwear out of. Salmon.
Watch it weeknights. Share it the next day.
Wild caught Norwegian teriyaki.
Share in the fun.
Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Grab the jacket this morning as I'm tracking chilly temperatures and some patchy drizzle out there. I'm also going to be tracking what we can expect for your Thanksgiving holiday coming up in the full forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise. It's important to be thankful during the holiday season, and we'll find out some easy ways you can practice your gratitude when you're with your family or by yourself. Plus, we'll honor one local veteran and their decision to serve our country in this week's edition of Voices of Honor. Then, home fire raises by nearly 300% during the Thanksgiving season, and we'll have some tips on how you can prevent a tragedy while spending time with your family. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. Today is Wednesday, November 22nd. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's start off with our top story. The husband of a local woman who has been missing for almost a year is now behind bars after failing to appear in court this week. This was the scene Monday, an empty courtroom in place of a hearing. You may remember News 40 reported Daryl Decker was charged with second-degree strangulation. He was scheduled for a hearing on Monday but did not show up. A warrant was issued for his arrest. He is now being held in the Warren County Detention Center. His wife Kayla Decker has been reported missing since December of last year. No charges have been issued to anyone in connection with her disappearance. If you have any information as to where Kayla could be, you are asked to call the Kentucky State Police at 270-782-2010. A top-ranking Space Force officer from Warren County returns home to be recognized. B. Chance Saltzman, the chief of space operations for the United States Space Force, was recognized at Bowling Green City Hall yesterday. Saltzman was a 1987 graduate of Bowling Green High School and went on to study at Boston University before joining the Air Force in 1991. Saltzman has been the chief of space operations since July of last year and says he is honored to return home and see a community that looks up to him.
I'm extremely honored and especially humbled to be here and be recognized like this by my hometown. I'm a proud Bowling Green native, and this place means the world to me. So to be here at City Hall and to hear that proclamation, it's a little surreal, and I'm truly humbled by it.
Saltzman also says if you're interested in joining the Space Force, make sure to enjoy every job that you do. Being happy is what's most important. And Italian food lovers, listen up. A new restaurant is welcoming a world of Italian flavors into Bowling Green. The new eatery, Tra di Noi, is taking place at the longtime Bowling Green staple, Mariah's. In this new space, they're serving up fresh Italian dishes made from scratch.
It is important to introduce people that have never tried a real authentic cuisine and real authentic dishes never before, just because the taste and the flavors that we have are specific to our restaurant. So they can expect a higher dining experience for the Italian cuisine.
The new restaurant hopes to bring the authentic Italian dining experience into Bowling Green. That was a first look at your top stories. Now I'm going to send it over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of our forecast. Darius, it's a little chilly out there.
Yeah, a little chilly. Definitely need to grab that jacket or even coat out there with temperatures into the 40s. And then also you got the patchy drizzle, that mist out there. So it's just kind of an ugly feel when you step outside. Numbers, again, generally in the 40s out there, 41 in Scottsville as well as into Franklin and Russellville, 43 here in Bowling Green. We have those winds that are flowing in from the north and west, right around the 5-mile-an-hour range across the area. And again, some areas of patchy drizzle out there is what we are seeing. That's drifting in from northwest to southeast. A lot of areas actually seeing that. It's just so low to the ground that it's not really being picked up much on the radar beam. As far as things go for us today, we're going to be hanging on to clouds as we go through the day for the most part. We could expect maybe some sunshine that will arrive later through the day today, but otherwise it's a chilly day with temperatures that may struggle to even make it to 50 degrees. Weather on the 4s is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green. Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance, more fuel efficiency, and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda CR-V Hybrid or Accord Hybrid for you.
The savings are huge during the Black Friday sale now at Ford's Furniture. Save 20% off your entire purchase and take advantage of up to 72 months no-interest financing. But hurry, this sale ends Sunday at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
You think the holidays go by quickly? Football goes by quickly. So cherish every rush, pass, and rush pass turn. Pick six! With instant withdrawals on FanDuel if you win. Because holiday football won't last forever. And soon it'll just be March.
Bet $5, get $150 bonus if your team wins, plus a profit boost every single day. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
This week, we celebrate all for which we are thankful. But as you give thanks this holiday season, health experts say to carry that feeling all year long. In today's Health Minute, News 40's Michael Ridgway has more on how to practice gratitude and why it's so important for children and adults.
This time of year, there are two words often used interchangeably, thankfulness and being grateful. But health experts say they're different.
Gratitude is more of an attitude and a choice and something we actively practice over time, and thankfulness is a part of that.
Licensed therapist Jody Baumstein with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says gratitude is about having an awareness and appreciation for what's good in life. She says it can help your health.
We feel less stressed. We feel happier overall, more hopeful and positive. We're able to handle the ups and downs of life, so essentially we're more resilient. But we also know that it even has an impact on our physical health.
Baumstein says people who are grateful tend to eat healthier, be more active, and sleep better, which can also help the immune system.
We're not born feeling grateful. It's something that needs to be learned.
Baumstein says modeling gratitude is a great way to teach children. Practice saying thank you in your house and appreciate small moments together. Even time with family is a gift. Before you gather for a Thanksgiving, help your kids understand how things are made and where they come from. It can help to make them grateful for the food we eat.
It's also important that we really make this a ritual and a routine, and it's a consistent practice. It's not enough to do it one day a year and think that we're going to get all the benefits from it.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Cheers.
For WNKY News 40, I'm Michael Ridgway.
Almost a quarter of people seeking abortions in the U.S. are struggling to get one. The end result appears to be that more women are having babies in those states. That's according to preliminary data from the CDC that spans the first half of this year. It shows states with bans have a 2.3% higher fertility rate. Experts say that's strong evidence of change since the fertility rate usually doesn't fluctuate much. On the other hand, research also shows the number of abortions is higher now than it was before the Supreme Court decision. That's especially true for less restrictive states bordering those with bans.
I'm tracking cloudy times and a chill. I'll show you what we can expect, especially for your Thanksgiving forecast, all coming up just ahead.
Wherever you are, we are with you.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
At Horizon Patients, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon PACE is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
MeTV presents Sick Burns on Frank Burns.
Why don't you guys like me, huh? Because you're a lousy doctor and a rotten person. Aside from that, well, there's your pimples. My pores won't close. You are a total and definitive pain in the gluteus maximus. Would you like me to translate? You can't talk to me like that.
Watch more of these sick burns on Frank Burns on MASH.
No, you really ought to see a proctologist about possible brain damage.
Wherever you are, we are with you.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise, and as always, thank you so much for joining us. The time is now 6:11 a.m. I'm Tommy Modesto. When the USS Pueblo was captured by North Korea in 1968, Bill Harris's Air National Guard unit was activated by President Johnson. He tells us the story of his service in this week's Voices of Honor.
When I finished school, I lost my draft deferment in 1967, and I enlisted in the Kentucky Air National Guard. In January of 1968, the North Koreans seized the USS Pueblo, which was, the Navy finally admitted, was a spy ship. My understanding it's the only U.S. Navy ship that's ever been surrendered, and the captain was criticized for not sinking it. But anyway, they captured that crew. The North Koreans held them prisoner for about a year. This was almost to the day, the same time as the Tet Offensive in Vietnam. The U.S. military was stretched to its limits. President Johnson activated, in response to the North Korean hostilities, he activated, I think the number was 20,000 Air and Navy reservists. Our unit was activated for 2 years. I happened to be in basic training at that time, so we went ahead and finished our basic, and then we went on to, in the Air Force, they call them tech schools. And we went on for our advanced training, and I was trained as a firefighter. We trained both as structural firefighters, sort of like a civilian fire would do, but a lot of emphasis on putting out fuel fires and suppressing fires of a chemical nature. As you can imagine, Air Force bases are full of stuff that'll burn and blow up. So a lot of our training was how to get a pilot out of a plane that had to belly land, how to foam a runway, how to do a lot of the stuff connected with the Air Force activities. I was sent to what was at the time was Grissom Air Force Base in Indiana. It had been known as Bunker Hill, and after Gus Grissom was killed in the fire in '67, they changed it to Grissom Air Force Base. It was an active strategic air command base at the time. We had nuclear weapons, planes armed with nuclear bombs. We'd have fires in the housing units, and then we'd have some where planes came in. We only had one that I saw where the plane actually crashed off base. The pilot was killed, and we had to respond to it in the woods about a quarter of a mile outside the base. And those planes were made of magnesium, and it was like a Roman candle going off. You know, typical of fire protection, a lot of boredom punctuated by moments of terror. One of the things that I got out of it was being thrown with people from all over the country. You know, you'd go out on a work detail, and here'd be a guy from Wyoming, and here'd be a guy from Alabama, and you just, you know, you learn to get along and understand people from New Jersey and all that. I thought it was a great melting pot. It was a great unifier.
Time for a first full check of your forecast. News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack tracking some areas of patchy mist and drizzle out there. And of course, it is a chilly morning. Clouds and radar showing those cloudy times to kick off the morning for your Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. And right now, you can see some of those lighter showers showing up towards Simpson County and here into Warren County. I think everybody's really seeing that light mist and drizzle, but it's just so low to the ground that it's hard to be picked up on the radar beam. And we take a current look at what's going on, especially towards the Louisville exit towards I-65. You can see the little shine on the road, so that's indicative that we still have that mist out there, those misty showers to start off this morning. So be sure to take it easy on the roadways as you're traveling out and about. Temperatures right now into the 40s. It is a chilly feel as you step outside. Definitely want to grab that jacket, and you want to hang on to that jacket throughout the day because it's going to stay pretty chilly as well. As far as those winds are concerned, we have those winds that are now flowing in from the north and west, ushering in that chilly feel for us, and we had a bit of a breeze right around the 5-mile-an-hour range. So tracking the chilly feel, the frontal boundary and that wave of low pressure that brought rain yesterday now off towards the Atlantic seaboard. Meanwhile, for us, things are going to be trending quieter and drier for us, especially as we go for your Thanksgiving day. And I think we could see some breaks in the clouds. I think on Thanksgiving we'll see some sunshine before more clouds start to work their way in late in the day and during the overnight time frame. If you're heading out to the turkey trot tomorrow, it's going to be a chilly run in the morning. In fact, temperatures will be right around the freezing mark at the start, and then also somewhere in the upper 30s and low 40s. So yeah, it's just going to be a very chilly day tomorrow, and also just to start the day. As we go throughout the day today, temperatures may struggle to make it into the 50s, and we could expect some sunshine at least to break out today, but I really think we're going to hang on to those clouds for the most part. As we go for later tonight and early into your Thanksgiving morning, I did mention it's going to be chilly. We could see numbers right around the freezing mark to start the day very early in the day. And then by 8 a.m., we're watching those numbers into the 40s. It's going to be a seasonably cool day for Thanksgiving, and then we'll have sunshine in store for us as well. So seasonably cool for us, but very hot for those turkeys tomorrow. And they're expecting 350 degrees Fahrenheit for their high temperature. As we go for your Friday, well, things are looking pretty nice and dry for us. As far as things go for the next 7 days, we are expecting dry weather to continue, at least as we go over the next 4 days or so through Saturday. I think our next best rain chance won't be until about Sunday, and that's going to be bringing us some scattered showers. Temperatures will be cooler, of course, and we're going to keep those numbers on the cool side into next week as well, with highs in the 40s on Monday and lows by Monday night and early Tuesday, dipping down into the 20s. Hey, remember you can scan to plan your day by scanning that QR code at the top right-hand corner of your screen. We're back with more News 40 Sunrise after this.
This is my dad, Audie, and he is absolutely precious.
When it came to making some life-changing decisions for my mother, we found the folks here at Massey Springs to be so helpful.
They had that personal touch that we were looking for, and we could tell it was the perfect place for our mom.
We found the folks here at Massey Springs compassionate and caring.
Massey Springs was definitely the right choice for me and my dad.
Massey Springs Senior Living. Here, we're family. Schedule your tour with us today.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe, no exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met, no excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Winning just got closer.
Person, place, or thing.
It's not Las Vegas, Atlantic City. Yeah!
Play along with a chance to win from home on WNKY NBC 40.
Billionaire founder and CEO of Binance, Changpeng Zhao, pleaded guilty to failing to prevent money laundering on the exchange and abruptly stepped down. Binance agreed to pay more than $4 billion in fines for allowing more than 100,000 transactions that supported Hamas and other terrorist activity, along with illegal drug sales. Binance will continue to operate with a new CEO. The Internal Revenue Service is again delaying the enforcement of a rule that requires anyone who receives more than $600 a year on payment platforms like Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App to send in tax forms. The IRS says it's pushing off the regulation for the second year in a row to reduce taxpayer confusion after hearing feedback from taxpayers, tax preparers, and payment processors. And the results are in. For the third year in a row, cranberry sauce was chosen as the least popular Thanksgiving dish in a survey by thevacationer.com. Rounding out the top 3 least popular Thanksgiving dishes were sweet potatoes or yams at number 2 and green bean casserole at number 3. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Speaking of important things, your money, things can get a little out of control during the holidays, and with Black Friday shopping, it could feel like the money is just falling out of your pocket. While planning for the fun, experts recommend that you create a budget and set aside a little extra for yourself, and also use price comparing tools to find better deals so you avoid some of the temptation to blow your budget.
If you're all of a sudden tempted with what looks like good sales, that you didn't expect. Now you don't have some of that money for spending that you need later on in the holiday season.
There are several ways to relieve some of that Black Friday financial stressors. For more details, visit WNKY.com. Millions of Americans will be in the kitchen on Thanksgiving preparing a family feast, but safety experts say it's important to remember there is a major risk of fire this time of year. Skylar Henry has tips on how to stay safe.
It's become popular to deep fry the holiday turkey.
But this demonstration shows what can happen if you use too much oil or try to fry a turkey that isn't completely thawed. Where you use the fryer is also a safety factor.
Not to have the fryer in the house, in the garage, outside, away from the house, not on the deck.
Alexander Hohensarik is the chair of the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission and says these fires have caused millions in damages over the years. In 2020, a turkey fryer accident in Bedford, Massachusetts set a residential building on fire, leaving 24 people homeless. Accidents on the stove are also common. Every year, there are about 1,600 kitchen fires on Thanksgiving, including grease fires. Fire Captain Dave Folio shows how to put one out.
One of the ways is just come in from the side and smother it. If you don't turn off the heat, though, and you let it go, it's going to come back. But as soon as you put that over it, auction's off. Make sure you turn off the heat.
Experts say the best way to prevent fires is to keep anything flammable away from the burners and always have an eye on the stove.
Keeping the kids away from the kitchen so they're not running in, knocking something over.
Cooking with some extra caution to help prevent a tragedy this holiday.
Today's forecast features tofu, and tofu says, meowsers, it's chilly out there this morning. Temperatures right around 40 degrees, cloudy out there with, of course, the light patchy drizzle across the area as well. As we check things out, taking a look at the WKU farm, you can see little droplets on the camera lens as well, just due to the light mist and drizzle out there this morning. And, of course, the cloudy times. Temperatures into the 40s, 41 in Scottsville as well as into Glasgow, Munfordville, Russellville, Franklin, all on the 41-degree train. It's 43 degrees here in Bowling Green. Winds are flowing in from the north and west, right around the 5-mile-an-hour range across the area. So it's also adding a bit of an extra chill out there. Here's radar as we are tracking, of course, the patchy drizzle that's working its way through the area. Your full forecast is coming up a little bit later in the show. You want to stay tuned because the second half of News 40 Sunrise is right after this commercial break.
Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest injury law firm, we're also the only injury law firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With dedicated attorneys focused on personal injury, medical malpractice, insurance disputes, and many others, we have a 30-year track record of getting results for clients just like you. So wherever you are, whatever you need, our firm is ready to take your call. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
At Chandler Park Dental Care,
we want you to leave us feeling cared for,
confident in your smile, and in better health than when you arrived.
Call today to schedule an appointment and experience the comprehensive and trusted care you deserve.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
All away. Plug and play. Half the price. Sure is nice. Find it all at Aqualand. Visit our new showroom on Campbell Lane.
WNKY News 40 wants to make your holidays extra special. We're sending 2 lucky winners to experience the magic of Christmas at Gaylord Opryland. This early Christmas gift includes a 2-night stay at Gaylord Opryland, admission to Ice featuring the Polar Express, and admission to tubing. Our winners will be announced on the Black Friday edition of News 40 Sunrise. Get ready to enjoy Christmas at Gaylord Opryland. Enter to win now at WNKY.com/contests.
Welcome back. You definitely want to grab the jacket or the coat this morning as I'm tracking chilly temperatures and some areas of patchy drizzle. How can things shape up for your Thanksgiving holiday? I'll have that answer coming up in my full forecast. The time is 6:27. Now it's time to take another look at today's top stories.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's continue with our top stories. The husband of a local woman who has been missing for almost a year is now behind bars after failing to appear in court this week. This was the scene Monday, an empty courtroom in place of a hearing. You may remember News 40 reporter Daryl Decker was charged with second-degree strangulation. He was scheduled for a hearing on Monday, but did not show up. A warrant was issued for his arrest. He is now being held in the Warren County Detention Center. His wife, Kayla Decker, has been reported missing since December of last year. No charges have been issued to anyone in connection with her disappearance. If you have any information as to where Kayla could be, you're asked to call the Kentucky State Police at 270-782-2010. And a top-ranking Space Force officer from Warren County returns home to be recognized. B. Chance Saltzman, the Chief of Space Operations for the United States Space Force, was recognized at Bowling Green City Hall yesterday. Saltzman is a 1987 graduate of Bowling Green High School and went on to study at Boston University before joining the Air Force in 1991. Saltzman has been the Chief of Space Operations since July of last year and says he is honored to return home and see a community that looks up to him.
I'm extremely honored and especially humbled to be here and be recognized like this by my hometown. I'm a proud Bowling Green native, and this place means the world to me. So to be here at City Hall and to hear that proclamation, it's a little surreal, and I'm truly humbled by it.
Saltzman also says if you're interested in joining the Space Force, make sure to enjoy every job that you do. Being happy is what's most important. And Italian food lovers, listen up. A new restaurant is welcoming a world of Italian flavors into Bowling Green. The new eatery, Tra di Noi, has taken the place of longtime Bowling Green staple Mariah's. In this new space, they're serving up fresh Italian dishes made from scratch.
It is important to introduce people that have never tried a real authentic cuisine and real authentic dishes. Never before, just because the taste and the flavors that we have are specific to our restaurant. So they can expect a higher dining experience for the Italian cuisine.
The new restaurant hopes to bring the authentic Italian dining experience into Bowling Green. That was a look at your top stories. Now it's time to take a look at your pet of the day.
It's time for Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. I'm here with Jumposaurus Rex. He is a 1-year-old rabbit. He's gonna need a good home with a lot of attention. He's a little scared to be being held right now, but I think with a little bit of socialization, he should be a happy pet. If you're interested in adopting Jumposaurus Rex, please come down to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society.
Jumposaurus Rex.
Love that name.
What a name.
I wonder what his nickname would be, like Jumpy or Rex. But you know what? His forever family will get to decide that.
Yeah, they'll get to decide
when they adopt him.
Yeah, because he definitely deserves a new forever home to go to. So be sure to stop by and help Jumposaurus Rex find a new forever home. Well, coming up after the break, I'm going to help you plan out your chilly day. The News 40 way. Don't go anywhere.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her.
Piggy.
Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way. It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
Insurance companies have a favorite kind of accident victim. The ones that take the first offer and don't ask questions. So which kind are you? Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Winning just got closer.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Welcome back. The time is 6:33. Another quick check of your forecast on this chilly morning with some areas of patchy drizzle and mist across the area. You can see those rain droplets on the lens there. Looking at the WKU farm courtesy of the Kentucky Mesonet site. Temperatures, of course, are chilly as numbers are into the 40s. Most areas right at 41 degrees with the exception of Woodbury and Bowling Green at 43 degrees right now. And we've got those winds that are dropping in from the north and west, ushering in, of course, that chilly blast of air for us. Not quite as chilly as what we've experienced in the past, but of course it's noticeably chilly today. We've got the showers that are drifting in from northwest to southeast. Again, that areas of patchy drizzle that is moving across south central Kentucky skies. Meanwhile, we're going to hang on to the clouds as we go through most of the day today. Could we see some breaks in the clouds? I think there's a chance, but for the most part today, plan for cloudy times. Temperatures right around 50 degrees this afternoon. I'll have your full forecast coming up in the next little bit, but for now, I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. It's time now for your Wednesday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And with me in studio this morning is Lexi Stewart from the National Corvette Museum, here to tell us all about how we can help raise money to serve underprivileged kids in our community. Lexi, good morning.
Good morning.
So we're in the busy season. We're, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but I think most importantly, Giving Tuesday, and the National Corvette Museum is participating. How can we learn more?
Absolutely. So Giving Tuesday is an internationally recognized day of giving. It's meant to take, not away, but shift the perspective from the Black Friday, the Cyber Monday, the consumerism of it all, and really think about, what we're grateful and helping others. The National Corvette Museum is participating in that this year by focusing on our Fund a Field Trip. You may have seen recently that Warren Elementary had the opportunity to come out. They've been coming grade level by grade level, and we actually were able to surprise the entire school with field trips on site to the National Corvette Museum due to the generosity of people within our Corvette community.
I love that. That is so amazing. And so with, this giving, funding a field trip, so this is the opportunity for these kids, as you said, to come in and tour this amazing facility, see all the cool cars, and experience what, people come from all over the world to see.
Right, and so our program is designed to help Title I schools and 501c3 youth-centric organizations that may not otherwise have the funds to help provide trips like this to these students. These are generally not students who get to go to the beach or Disneyland every year, if ever, really. And so we've really stepped up our education game, our interactive opportunities, and we're really looking to, hit some of our youngest visitors and, the people who may be the future of Corvette. These kids so far have just, it's been remarkable to see the experience, to see them light up, and they truly themselves have been so grateful.
And with these funding of field trips, is this for funding throughout the entire year? Is it just for a certain amount of time so people can give and, these field trips can go throughout any part of the school year?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are always accepting gifts to the program. Our goal moving forward is to be able to bring one whole school a semester, surprise them, but the program's existed for several years, and it's always kind of been a first come, first serve basis. So school groups or clubs would reach out to us and say, we have this many students and we'd like to bring them around this time frame. Do you have the funding to make that possible? And so we would love to always be able to say yes to that question, always be able to accept groups. But yeah, we're highlighting it right now on Giving Tuesday, but the program is absolutely ongoing.
So how can people donate? How can people give this coming Tuesday?
Yeah, so you're welcome to stop into the National Corvette Museum. you're welcome to give us a call or visit our website, and under our support tab, Fund a Field Trip has its whole own page. It breaks down just how much is needed to bring a class, a grade level, a group or team, or an entire school.
I love it. Well, Lexi, thank you so much for sharing. And if you're looking to give this Tuesday, the National Corvette Museum is one amazing organization and museum that's local because local matters, and we love it. So, Lexi, thank you.
Thank you.
That was a look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight. When we return, Darius Mack is back with another look at your forecast. Stay with us.
My name's Al Fazalahi. Had a terrible T-bone accident. Gentleman blew a stop sign and broadsided me. Airbags went off. I got knocked around really badly. The first lawyer I called didn't return my call. And then I just said, well, you know what? I called Morgan & Morgan. They were in touch with me every step of the way, whether it was by phone call or by text message or Zoom meetings or emails. It made things extremely simple for me. That was a seamless process. It's so easy.
Welcome to Bowling Green Rock Band Academy. BGRBA offers the best private instruction and the widest array of instruments, and our beginner and advanced rock band programs for young musicians ready to take the stage. Scholarships available where there's need and merit.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Like I was saying, I love my new career. Oh, check this out. This website, Bowling Green Works, they had all the resources I needed. They made finding my job so easy.
Have you ever been afraid of the dark? Why is that? It's unknown, and we feel unsure. Join us every Sunday on WNKY at 10:30 for Light of the World. The Bible is a lamp that will light our pathway.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe, no exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met, no excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
Shop Fruit of the Loom, Brand Shop Outlet's biggest holiday sale of the season this weekend. Find the perfect gift for everyone, including Doorbuster Fleece, starting at just $5. Don't miss the Brand Shop's 30% off sale, Friday through Sunday.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
The time is 6:40 here on News 40 Sunrise. Another full check of your forecast. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. Starting off the day with cloudy times and, of course, the chilly feel out there and some areas of patchy drizzle as well. So you'll definitely want to grab that jacket as you're heading out and about this morning. Maybe you're heading out and getting ready for the big feast tomorrow in preparation for that. Here's the view right now. You've got those clouds that are continuing to drift through the area, but also some areas of patchy drizzle that's moving from northwest to southeast. And a lot of areas are seeing that right now. In fact, you take a look there. This is, say, towards the National Corvette Museum as you're going towards I-65, towards, say, the Louisville or Nashville exit there. Those roads, a little mist on those roads this morning. Temperatures, of course, on the chilly side. It's 43 degrees currently here in Bowling Green with that wind flowing in from the west and northwest, right around the 5 to 10 mile an hour range. And the general temperature spread right now, seeing a lot of 41. So a homogeneous look in those temperatures as we start off the morning. Winds are flowing in from the north and west, of course, ushering in that chilly feel for us. This is behind that frontal boundary that moved through yesterday, bringing us all of that rain. But now we are just tracking that chilly blast of air. Not quite as chilly as what we've experienced in the past, but it's noticeably chilly today. Waves of low pressure towards our east as a lot of that rain from that system now pushing off towards the Atlantic seaboard this hour. So as far as things go for us, as far as what we can expect over the next 24 to 48 hours or so, Thanksgiving is actually looking seasonably cool with sunshine. So we could see a break in those clouds, and a break in those clouds will give us sunny skies for your Thursday. And then as we go throughout the latter part of your Thursday into Friday, well, could be watching for more clouds streaming in. If you're heading out to the turkey trot, yeah, it's going to be a frigid morning out there. Temperatures into the 30s, not far from the freezing mark as you start the run. You go throughout the run, it's just going to be downright cold. So you'll definitely want to bundle up, have those layers. Maybe if you run fast enough, you can warm up. Of course, running will help you warm up, but it is just going to be a cold start, chilly start to your Thursday. As we go throughout the day today, we got clouds around. It's suggesting that we could see a break in those clouds today. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll see some peaks of sunshine, but sometimes those clouds like to be a little bit more stubborn. So we'll see what happens today with those clouds. Temperatures may struggle to make it to 50 degrees this afternoon. And then again, it's going to be chilly, dipping down into the 30s on Thursday. We go throughout your Thursday afternoon. We're going to watch those thermometers on the seasonable side. So we're going to see those numbers into the middle 50s by the afternoon. So seasonably cool for us, but very hot for those turkeys. We go for the latter part of your Thursday. Again, it's going to be chilly. Temperatures dipping down into the 30s. A few passing clouds early in the day for your Friday. Black Friday shoppers, if you're out that early, it is going to be very, very cold. Here's your 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Temperatures, again, seasonably cool Thursday, Friday. We're going to keep those numbers into the 50s as we go throughout the rest of the week. It's going to be dry at least through Saturday, and then rain chances will start to drop in with another system on Sunday. And it looks like mainly chilly rain for your Sunday. Lows dipping down into the middle and low 30s Sunday night. Monday, highs only into the 40s, and it's going to stay pretty chilly as we go into next week as well, with a blast of sunshine on Tuesday. Be sure to follow News 40 weather online and on the air, even when the skies are fair. Now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
At Brewster's, we believe life is a celebration. Don't limit yourself to birthdays or holidays. Create a custom cake anytime. Our creamy homemade ice cream catapults the ordinary into the extraordinary. Treat yourself today at Brewster's.
Car wreck? Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. After a car wreck, what does it mean when we say, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done? It means making the insurance company do what's right. It means getting a powerful law firm on your side, one with a proven record of success. And it means the peace of mind of never paying us a fee unless we get money for you. So if you've been injured, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am.
Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JV.
This Thanksgiving, NBC and Peacock are serving up something for everyone.
Hoda, are you ready for it?
Start your day with Today and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Welcome to the Parade of Parades.
Then it's the National Dog Show. Finally, settle in for a 49ers Seahawks nightcap.
Glad you're with us for the last course. Off we go.
Now that's something to be thankful for. It's all Thanksgiving Day on NBC and Peacock.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her. Piggy. Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30.
Well, welcome into sports. The South Warren Spartan basketball programs are getting ready for the new year. The Spartans finished 21-7 last year, falling to Bowling Green in the district tournament. It was a successful first year at South Warren for head coach Carlos Quarles. After losing an experienced player in Brandon Rowe, senior Drew Hudson is looking to fill the leadership role for the boys team. Ahead of the new season, Coach Quarles spoke on how the team is trying to continue proving that they belong in the conversation as one of the best teams in the area.
Felt like we didn't necessarily get the respect that we deserved, especially early on in that season, and we kind of want to keep building on that, build on the earning the respect of everybody around here.
Year one was really big. The players bought in. We got our standards and our culture established. So now that these young guys, they know what to expect, and they're chomping at the bit to show people what they can do.
And the Lady Spartans were a young group last season, finishing 17-14 on the year, with their season also ending to Greenwood in the district tournament. With the majority of the team returning, the experience will play a factor in the success of the Lady Spartans, who are led by sophomore McLean Hudson. Head coach Lane Embry also had more to say on the improvements he's seen from his squad.
I think we'll have a good team that'll be really fun to watch. We'll run a lot of kids in and out. Got some really good guards, I think, that'll get the ball up and down the floor, like to get to the rim, but also can step out and shoot it as well. So I look forward to it. I think, this is a tough district and a tough region, so we'll have to be at our best, and that's what we hope to do.
Well, that's a look at sports, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Patrick. Workforce shortages in Kentucky's hospitals are leading to longer waits for medical treatment and higher costs, and the industry is warning the problem could persist. Mark Vanderhoff has the details.
We can see help wanted signs everywhere and frustrated customers, but a longer wait at the drive-thru can't be compared to a longer wait in the emergency room.
Right now, there are more than 10,700 vacancies at hospitals across the state, according to the Kentucky Hospital Association. The problem is seen especially with nurses. In 2022, there was a statewide shortage of 6,190 nurses. The shortage is expected to persist, with the industry projecting a shortage of 5,790 nurses in 2035.
For patients, these vacancies mean longer wait times for treatment. For caregivers, it can lead to burnout, and for hospitals, it means higher expenses for labor.
Earlier this year, state lawmakers passed House Bill 200, which creates a scholarship program for students interested in healthcare professions. Now, the industry is hoping lawmakers will fund the program.
That's a matching program. So as hospitals, for example, that already provide scholarships could put this money into the system through the Council on Post-Secondary Education and have state funding come in to match that, so then the dollars go further.
State lawmakers will craft the state's next two-year budget in the upcoming session.
It will be a challenge. It will not be easy. And I think realistically it may take us a decade to get to where we need to be, but we can get there because we have the path forward.
The industry already has partnerships with Kentucky's community college system to help address the issue.
I'm committed on behalf of our 16 campuses and nearly 4,000 employees to do what we can.
But overall, the industry says the state needs more capacity to train workers.
We have to make sure that we have enough faculty to teach them. So there's a lot that goes into this.
When we come back, we'll find out how you can stay aware of pedestrians while you're out on the road. Plus, Darius Mack has another check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
J.C. Kirby & Son Funeral Chapels, when a person comes in and does their pre-arrangement, I can see it over the years that I've worked in this, how much it eases the family's minds. If you have 4 people, they have 4 different ideas of what they want. This settles that to where they say if that's what mom wanted, that's what dad wanted. You can see the relief on a lot of families' faces, because all you do is say, what time do you want the funeral? What time do you want the visitation? And they can spend more time with their family members and friends in the grieving process. It just really takes a lot of burden off your family.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise, and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Winning just got closer.
Person, place, or thing.
It's not Las Vegas, Atlantic City.
Play along with a chance to win from home
on WNKY, NBC 40.
With the days getting darker earlier, it can be easy to forget about pedestrians who are walking to and from work or errands. And with the cold weather on the horizon, road conditions can make that even more important. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey spoke to a local marathon runner about staying safe when out and about.
For runners, bikers, and pedestrians, getting around Bowling Green can be far more hazardous than one might expect. For Harlan Holmes, this is down to how parts of the city are designed.
I'd give it about 6 out of 10 as far as safety. A lot of our town was developed basically for cars first and pedestrians second. So outside of downtown, where areas of town that are basically older than cars, where they're designed pedestrian first, it can be unsafe crossing these busier intersections.
Holmes has some advice for pedestrians who want to make sure they are as safe as possible.
Don't assume that motorists can see you. Don't rely on the attention span of another person when your life is dependent on it. So yes, assume that safety is your responsibility. Assume that you are invisible. And basically you want to wear bright colors. Try your hardest to be seen, but still assume that you can't be seen.
From the perspective of a driver, AAA has some tips to keep both you and pedestrians safe as the nights grow longer and the temperatures get cooler.
You should keep your headlights on and stay focused on the road. One of the most important things motorists can do is to avoid distractions. Put down the phone. It's imperative that you keep your attention on the road, even during daylight hours, but especially at night, because it's harder to see pedestrians.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
Time for our full check of your forecast, 6:54. Weather on the 4 is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law, to get you out the door, grab the jacket, and also may need to grab maybe the raincoat. We got some areas of patchy drizzle out there this morning. As the view from the WKU farm, courtesy of the Kentucky Mesonet site, temperatures generally right around 41 degrees is where I'm seeing most thermometer readings this hour. With those winds that are flowing in from the north and west, it's a bit of a breeze there into Simpson County at 13 miles an hour. Radar showing the areas of patchy drizzle drifting in from northwest to southeast. That will continue as these clouds kind of linger throughout pretty much the majority of this morning. Radar, for the most part, seeing the majority of the rain well off towards the Atlantic seaboard. Planning by the hour, temperatures will struggle to even make it into the 50s this afternoon. A final check of your 7-day forecast is coming up after this break.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I had blood all over my face and it was on my shirt. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan, that initial first phone call and conversation. It felt like reaching out to a friend. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. I would absolutely recommend Morgan & Morgan to family and friends and even strangers because that's how much it helped me. It's easier than you think.
Give a little love. Find the season's hottest toys at Macy's. Shop Toys R Us now at Macy's.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
You think the holidays go by quickly? Football goes by quickly. So cherish every rush, pass, and rush pass turn. Pick six! With instant withdrawals on FanDuel if you win. Because holiday football won't last forever. And soon it'll just be March.
Bet $5, get $150 bonus if your team wins, plus a profit boost every single day. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Shop Black Friday deals at Fireline Guns and Knives. Tacticam reveal. Special in-store pricing. Gator waders $48.99. Athlon package, scope and rangefinder on sale. Plus 30% off all of your favorites. Fireline Guns and Knives in Glasgow.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
Save big at Jewelry Barn. Black Friday one-day sale 10 to 6.
Okay, controversial question. What is your least favorite Thanksgiving side dish, food, dessert?
For me, it's cranberry sauce, but I asked around actually earlier, and a lot of people were saying they don't care about turkey, which is
Really? What are you gonna have on Thanksgiving?
I feel like it's blasphemous to say that.
I know, you gotta have a turkey on Thanksgiving.
That's most of the responses I got when I asked.
That's really funny.
So
Cranberry sauce for you.
I kind of on the same train. I never liked cranberry sauce.
I love the canberry sauce.
Canberries.
Canberry sauce. Okay, this is.
Yeah.
Okay, no one hate me for this. I'm not a big fan of the sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
Like I like sweet potatoes,
okay.
but I don't know about like the marshmallows on top.
Yeah.
Mama, I'm sorry. I
I
will eat the casserole. I just don't eat a lot of it. I'm not a fan.
You know, I do like sweet potato. I do like sweet potato casserole, but you know, as long as it's not mac and cheese, as long as you didn't say mac and cheese.
Yeah, you know, I always had a feeling you were going mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is such a staple that needs to be a part of the Thanksgiving
I mean, it could be a mac and cheese bite, mac and cheese casserole, just regular mac and cheese.
But is there a dish, though, that maybe goes underappreciated at the Thanksgiving table?
Underappreciated dish.
Maybe it could be like, you know, a family dish. I had, my aunt makes like this chocolate eclair kind of dish thing. I don't really know how to describe it, but oh my goodness,
good dessert.
every year, oh, it was delicious. It was delicious. I had way too much of that as a kid.
I can't think of an underappreciated dish because I love all the dishes that I have at
Because I feel like hot takes, some people that, you know, because I think like cranberry sauce is underrated.
Okay, well, it's a hot take by itself, I suppose.
I
suppose.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of cranberry sauce, so that is the one.
I was going to say, it's not really a hot take, it's cold take because it's cold outside.
Yeah. It's going to be cold outside, yeah. Temperatures may struggle to make it into the 50s this afternoon. And then on Thanksgiving, it's going to be seasonably cool. So that's what we're expecting on Thursday with sunshine.
All right, got to eat a lot to warm up, right?
Yeah, eat a lot.
Or run those turkey trots. All right, thank you, Darius. Thank you all for joining us at home this morning. We look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.